Well, good morning, everybody. Here we are on, what is this? This is Tuesday morning. A lot of rain in the last couple of days, and we're definitely in the fall. The temperature has dropped today. We had a nice weekend, though. So we're reading through the second part of Esther today, chapters 6 to 10. And a lot of disturbing things in here. And I just want to remind you that just because it's in the Word doesn't mean that it's Father's heart, doesn't mean that it's approved by Him when we're looking at the actions of other people. Sometimes people take it too far. We saw that in the prophetic writings concerning Babylon, how the Lord had used Babylon to bring in correction, but they had gone too far. Assyria had gone too far, and the Lord was going to visit upon them the consequences of having gone too far with what He wanted done. And sometimes we don't read the Word with Father's heart, and so we miss some of these things. When you look at what Queen Esther and what Mordecai did in retaliation, they went way beyond self-preservation. And then you contrast that with what the Lord did. Look at what He did when Haman wanted to kill Mordecai. He wanted to kill Mordecai, but instead he turned things around, and only he could orchestrate this. See, what we see with Haman being forced to actually honor Mordecai, that's a God thing. Right there, that's a God thing. Nobody could manipulate that. The other things that followed, that can be done without God. But here, it's a wonderful thing where Mordecai does not get honored right away for the good thing that he did for the king, and on the eve of his demise, and he doesn't even realize it's his demise, and Haman comes in to want to impale him, and the king turns around and tells Haman he has to honor Mordecai in public. And it's at that moment then that when Haman goes home and his wife says, listen, if Mordecai's a Jew, man, you're in trouble. You're not going to be able to defeat him. He's going to defeat you. He's a Jew, and they recognize the blessing of the Lord that was upon the Jews, that extra measure of protection. But what a sad thing, because people today want that same thing. They want people to respect them because they're Christian. They want people to bow down to them. They want people to fear them. Not everybody, but a segment, and we can have that attitude without even realizing we have that attitude. But could you imagine if we actually have Father's heart in this thing, where the blessing of the Lord was so evident upon us, the joy, the peace, the generosity, that people would just want to hang out with us because of that atmosphere? Could you imagine having such an atmosphere of Father's heart on you, that somebody like Mordecai's wife would turn around and say, hey, go hang out with so-and-so because you're in a really bad mood right now, and I notice that every time you hang out with them, your mood changes. There's a shift. Could you imagine? Could you imagine somebody who's down and depressed and thinks, oh, I need to go spend time with Sue, because every time I'm around Sue, I just feel better. Could you imagine such a river of blessing flowing through God's people? The people of the world, the pre-Christians, the pre-believers would want to go and hang out with them just to experience it. Just to experience it. Yeah, sometimes I really think we miss the mark of what Father's heart is. And I pray that we get there as a church. I pray that we get there, that we will be known as a people of joy, a people of peace, a people of generosity, a people of love, a people of forgiveness, a people of grace. People of grace. Definitely a people of grace. Let's move into our day and be like that, shall we? You be blessed, be encouraged. Love you all. Have a great day.